Hello. Just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna add it here, the webcam, without the additional stuff yeah, I think this looks good. This actually looks pretty decent in my personal opinion. So in case there's anything important overlaid on my webcam, I'm gonna tell you. So we have this paused at the very beginning, and I'm gonna read this out loud, and there's probably gonna be a lot of stopping here. So let's just dive straight into it. Disclaimer, I'm not definitely. So, first, yeah. First, the video is Shroud possibly using humanized aimbot slash aim assist slash private cheat PUBG. So yeah, this is obviously a pretty long video. It's almost hour long. Very big video trying to expose Shroud, and I'm not sure what I just did. Yeah, that's what I just did. Sorry. Disclaimer: I'm not definitively, interesting word, 100% claiming that Shroud is cheating. I'm simply going over footage and pointing out what seems to be clips in which he seems to have aim locked onto players in a very similar way to that of a low field of view humanized aimbot. The fact of the matter is that expensive low threshold aimbots which are made to be undetectable by the game or to the viewer are available for purchase and have been used by various pros in the past in both CSGO and PUBG, who have been caught and were previously defended by blind fans. Yes, Shroud does have vast previous FPS experience and has played pro before, but that does not disqualify someone from using a cheat once in a while, which can give someone a slight edge, especially when knowing that the audience of the viewer would never suspect something. So, sounds reasonable, but we all know that Shroud is just pretty good. So, let's see. That said, please judge what you see for yourself based off of your own reasoning and make your own conclusion as to whether he's cheating or not. Obviously, I'm not gonna listen to whatever you're suggesting blindly. Um, a conclusion that's not clouded by favoritism and or hate towards someone. Again, that's not how I do things. And I know this isn't easy considering most people will have some sort of BS whether you admit it or not. To reiterate, I never thought negatively of Shroud to begin with. I just thought that what I saw in the videos as well as other instances didn't make much sense to me, which is why I made a video trying to investigate if there is something more to this than just his skill. Whether he's cheating or not, I cannot 100% confirm, and even if he is, I do not condone hating the person for it. Bottom line, make your own conclusions on this footage. Sort of long text for such a long video, but let's dive straight into it.
It's gonna be close. Guy behind us down. Yeah, I saw him.
So, the most blatant clip of him I have found. Watch how he touches his face nervously after he does this because he can tell he fucked up. Same body language and facial expressions of someone who gets caught doing something wrong. Slow motion.
Oh my god! Inhuman reactions!
So, this is probably somebody who is mostly CSGO player or some whatever else, because every skilled PUBG player knows that the fence cannot be penetrated. What Shroud did was how he's playing here, you can obviously tell. You can obviously tell that Shroud is already familiar with the game. It's been months since he first played this game, and he already knows what he's doing. And what he's doing now, he's trying to spray through this little gap. If you can see my cursor, this gap here. He's seen the enemy here, and he heard him. Maybe even seen through this slit. So he switched, flicked onto this slit, and tried to do that. But what he did here was spraying this. And if you look closely, you finally killed Toffer 004, which is the guy he knocked before. If you look at the kill feed at the top right, he actually got killed by Chad, his teammate who flanked him from the right. So no, this is no cheating. Maybe there is something fishy, like, I don't know, like how he flicked here. But if you want to admire Shroud's flicking and like telling he's cheating, I don't know. That's just a waste of time. He has incredible FPS experience, as the guy just said. This is nothing fishy. He just tried to do something very cool, which he was trying all the time in PUBG. I watched a lot of Shroud's videos and streams, and he was the kind of groundbreaker. He kind of shown people how to play this game, because he was the one experimenting with new places and jumps and angles and whatever. So this was just another thing he tried, and it didn't kind of work out. I don't know if this person thought you can shoot through the fence, or if he actually... I don't know. There may have been some aimbot who just aim locked on the person, but if so, explain to me why he sprayed this place. Okay, he sprayed this place, and why wouldn't the aimbot trace the target from here, over there? Why would he just flick all of a sudden? Okay, that's just bullshit. Anyway, let's continue on. It's most probably gonna be pretty much the same clip over and over again, the same thing.
I knew it.
Yeah, speed hacker.
His cheats broke. Divine cheats, don't go to that website. The cheats don't even work. His cheats broke. Divine cheats, don't go to that website. The cheats don't even work.
Game, and it hits his aim lock key. The speed hacker's movement bugs his aim lock, and he ends up flicking in a nanosecond onto the target. Yeah, that's a flick onto the target. Are you kidding me? He even slowed it down slow motion. Look at that. Look at that clip again. So he was just about to... What he did here, he was just about to watch his left for a flank when he saw the guy come back from the right. So he just swooshed his mouse over his mouse pad to the right, and ended up flicking like 10 meters away, then corrected his aim and hip fired. Fortunately for him, that worked. What reason did he have to flick back in that direction if it wasn't his aim lock bugging out? Yeah, that was that aim lock, dude. You can clearly see... Wait. You can clearly see he was just turning here. He was just starting to turn to watch his flank when he saw the guy. And he realized his mistake, so he flicked back. This video is trash, dude. I'm kind of skeptical of wasting an hour of my time watching it and another hour, like, explaining what's happening.
Let's steal your kill.
Fans claim he's pro, but he looting so low on HP instead to heal first and watch that suspicious aim to other players' head. Wait, come on. What's the text? Again, aim somewhere away from his field of view. Snaps locks in a nanosecond over the target.
Let's steal your kill.
Dude, he's just good. Like, 9 out of 10 times in this scenario he dies. and the 10th time he doesn't die is because his target, his kill, fucks up. I know that. I've said plenty of times I'm dead. I was claiming I'm dead. I know that this is the end, and my enemy fucked up, and I somehow made an epic situation my victory. So I don't know. Watch again how again he aims somewhere away from the target. Immediately 2 seconds after he snaps onto the target that you can barely see. Let me see. Will there be slow motion?
Alright, I'm done.
Please. There will. I'm just wondering, I didn't see him at all. That's true. But from my experience, when I was watching even my own footage, you can't see shit. Okay? You can't see shit on the video. While on his screen, you can see kinda better. So yeah, that's... Let's see the next one.
Up.
Nice.
Sorry, Patrick.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
this one. I know
excited,
this
man.
clip.
Where am I getting shot from? Oh.
He was at that.
Yeah, this is exactly what's like. Where am I getting shot from? Okay.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Where am I getting shot from? If he had aimbot, that would just do all the work. He wouldn't have to say that.
On this hill?
Yeah, right in front of you. And behind you.
Video and doc reaction speaks for itself.
Right here, Chad. Oh, right here. You guys one hit? Down.
Oh my god. Again, enemy fucked up. He's against a bunch of
I didn't
potatoes.
expect there to be 4! I knew it was squads, but shit!
Oh, right
It's
here.
locked aim. What's so weird about it?
Whoa.
He's just...
Oh my god.
I guess it was just an hip-firing meta.
Dude.
Or he was just trying something weird. I don't know.
I knew it was squads, but
Whatever.
shit.
This very likely could have been a joke knowing Doc's character. However, in every joke there is a bit of truth.
Easy to be Shroud when you have all the hacks in your computer.
Really? So that's your ground. So that's what you build a video on. A Doc's joke. Dr. Disrespect is entirely... His true nature is... I don't know. Definitely not what he shows on stream. His game crashes here and reveals what appears to be some type of overlay that he uses for OBS to hide his cheats. He then tries to play it off by saying, "How did I do that?" And as a pro claiming he doesn't know, F11 makes you go full screen.
What the fuck? How did I do
What
that?
are you commenting about, dude?
What? You could go full screen with F11? What?
Hey, we got a car 98 front.
Did you guys know you could do that? Bro, hit
suppressor?
F11 right now.
I already know what it does.
Did you? What? How could you possibly? I tried to hit my fucking. I just
I'll be right back.
I just hit it, and
Well, some people just don't know
everyone
that.
knows that. That's commonly known. What?
Yeah, I knew it did it.
Yeah. And nice thing, he doesn't... So what's the overlay on the OBS? Where did you see that? I'll tell you where. Nowhere.
What the fuck? How did I do
What
that?
are you commenting about, dude?
And if you want to accuse Shroud of cheating in this stage, where he had a lot of facial hair, back then he didn't know how to play this game. Okay? When he was at later stages, he was really so good that you actually could doubt his legitimacy. But at this point, he was just pure CSGO player coming into another shooter game and taking his skills out there with him. He didn't know any tactical shit. He was choosing completely wrong guns. He just experimented with the game to the point where he became an expert. At this point, he was still bad in the game. Wait. Shroud desktop after PUBG crash. Icon number 7 from left to right. Logitech gaming software for macro use. Yeah, so what?
What are you commoning about, dude?
I mean, I'm still gonna. What the?
Logitech has a lot of shit. Like, actually, they have a lot of gaming stuff
I'm
going
still gonna
online.
have pretty
Even
big
the
fat.
software they provide for my mouse is actually insane. And there are definitely macros. Okay, there are macros. I even saw macros which you could very precisely calibrate what it would do after click. Those macros are designed to control recoil, but there's no way this macro would have functioned as an aimbot. It just doesn't know how to do that, considering you have to kind of program it into the in-game. I don't know. This would have to be designed specifically for PUBG or CS:GO or whatever game he would play. Okay, so yeah, you can see his SKS fire the shot here before he even finishes aiming down sight. Must have clicked his aim lock and fire key at the same time by accident. Yeah, this dude apparently doesn't know what quickscope means. Quickscope is something top players do to flex on. For example, Tiggleton is amazing at that. In a lot of games, realistically, while you're aiming like this, your shot should go like this, like just sideways. In Escape from Tarkov, it does, but in PUBG, it doesn't work this way. In PUBG, when you hip fire, it goes randomly into the center of your screen, somewhere depending on how much you move or if you're prone or something. But if you start ADSing, it'll go into the exact point where your red dot will be. And the red dot would be somewhere here, right? Center of the screen on his head. Apparently he hit him, so it would be somewhere on his head. But the movement didn't finish, so the red dot was slowly transitioning there. He just clicked sooner, and that's what quickscope means. This is actually one of the first quickscopes in the game I've ever seen. Uh, I mean, no, I've put it wrong. I've seen a lot of quickscopes, but like the earliest quickscope, Look at look at the textures, the graphics. This was old PUBG. He was one of the first people who ever did that, along with Choco Taco. Yeah. So yeah, this was the quickscope. You can clearly see how it works. Clearly see how it works. Right? This is no hacking. And we're just 4 minutes in. We are just 4 minutes into the video, and there's 50 more minutes. And I've already put down so many statements.
Behind him.
Hits his aim lock key while the person is running. His aimbot bugs and flicks back to where the person was just running.
Knocked out one. There's still more behind him.
No. The person ran out of this room and continued his search for the gun. He just, for some reason, maybe he heard someone else, so he pre-fired right corridor because he thought there's gonna be somebody. There was nobody, so he flicked left and started knocking this one. Oh, okay, my bad. I've seen it wrong. He saw the guy. How is this aim lock, dude? Do you see how crappy his aim is? This person is out of his mind, dude. I'm actually sick. I'm actually sick of reacting to this video. It is so obnoxious. If somebody cannot accept that there's people who'll be groundbreakingly good in some game, I just have nothing but the words of hatred for this guy, because I can aim better than Shroud at his early stage of PUBG. His spray was fucked up, dude. I could do it 100 times better. And apparently he's cheating because he just makes fast movement with his mouse. Obviously, dude, he was pro at CSGO. Do you expect him to be slow or what the fuck? This person has IQ of 50 and struggles to comprehend what he's seeing. So he makes excuses. This is like a medieval age where people just said like lightning is the doing of God or something. Like the exact same thing. What the fuck? very blatant as well. Pre-aims at the exact spot where someone is about to run in behind a wall. Hearing footsteps is one thing, but he aimed at the exact spot where someone is behind the wall. Yeah, hearing footsteps is one thing, dude. You can assume there's gonna be a person, and in CS:GO or Tarkov or wherever, there could have been a problem of running out of bullets if you pre-fire too much. In PUBG, there's bullets lying literally everywhere, so you can pre-fire pretty much every corner if you're that dedicated.
What the?
I don't have that.
So let's see.
State.
Yeah, that's not really good pre-fire if you ask me. That's legendary reaction. Wait, let's see that again.
What the?
I don't have that.
He heard footsteps. Okay. This is not pre-firing, dude. This is not pre-firing. This is just his legendary reactions. And if you watch a video of Linus Tech where he gathered Shroud, not Grimlock, how was his name? I don't know, let's just stick into it. Linus featured a video about how high hertz manages your reaction and stuff. Shroud was featured in it, and one of the first tests ever was to actually measure his reaction time on all the monitors. And Shroud's reaction time was actually one of the best, if not the best, I've ever seen. And it was 160 milliseconds. Do you think this is actually that fast of a reaction? I mean, it is, but for him it's still kind of slow.
Yeah, I got you.
That wasn't even pre-fire. He didn't actually fire behind the wall before. He fired after he saw the guy. He's hearing him all the time. He's hunting him, and now he sees him, reacts, starts spraying. Kinda clumsily, but does it.
His teammate was behind him on the hill. Big hill. Two of them.
Two. 23 on the one.
He prioritizes his safety first. Now fucks up few shots. Obviously not aim lock. Because he can barely see his red dot against the skies. This is an extremely obnoxious thing. Happens all the time. He's focused on killing two people that are behind a hill trying to shoot him. Hold his aim lock key down, not realizing the downed guy was in his frame, and accidentally locks onto the downed guy.
Headshot the one in the back there. I'm pushing. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, one left.
This is stupid. He just wants to confirm the kill. What the fuck is the point? Happens all the time. Especially pros do this. Because if he just reloaded, so he has plenty bullets in his magazine. Alright? If he had less bullets, that would be bad. But he knows the number of his opponents. He just wants to finish this kill, confirm it, and in case he dies, he has another kill. So he just sprayed for a tiny bit. Also, this is used for a very good bait. It's amazingly good bait. Amazingly good bait. Because if you knock a guy and his teammate refuses to come out to save him, because he's like, yeah, it's my first knock, you have time. So you just speed up his dying a little bit. You just give him 2 or 3 shots in the feet. And he's like, oh my god, I'm almost dead, save me. And he tries to save his teammate. It's amazing bait. I mean, I was using this all the time. I don't see shit, bro. Yet he somehow managed to randomly shoot onto the fog and kill the person. Keep in mind, this is when fog first came out, and it was more difficult to see anything through the fog.
See shit, bro.
Through that.
I got him.
But again, as I was telling you, he can see more than you on his stream.
Between us. I don't see him though. I'm so dead.
Oh, my God.
I see him.
Again, he sees him now. But I can. And you can't too. If you can, you're lying. Because on the video you can't see shit, but he can see his shape very, very badly, but he can.
Dead.
Okay.
Always.
That's how it is.
In the water. What the?
I've
been saying.
Spots 2 people in the fog swimming underwater that are barely visible and watch how fast he managed to snap to the next target that is also barely visible behind grass in the water. And in water.
Always. Oh, on me. In the water. What the?
Call you on that.
I've been saying.
Essentially, this video just is something like Shroud promotion. This is like, you know what? I'm actually not gonna go through all the video because as I'm looking onto it, my stream is online for 25 minutes and we are 6 minutes into the video, which means if this is hour long, I'll be sitting here for 4.5 hours debating over why this clip is legit, why this clip is legit. I'll give you 1 hour, so 35 minutes remaining. I'll just skip randomly into the video, randomly, here. Constant reoccurring pattern where he gets down to 1 HP and somehow ends up making that shot to save his life each time that he notices he's about to die.
Nope.
Focused on shooting the guy bottom floor of a house, he then, without seeing or hearing, ends up locking onto the guy who is out of his line of sight and behind a door. That's pre-fire, dude. That's simply pre-fire, and the guy was stupid enough to get back into the angle. Okay, next clip. Next clip, let's say... Here the text changes. Here.
285. He's in the blue. Okay. Close right. Two of them. Both dead.
Yeah, potatoes. Early PUBG, what the fuck do you mean? As a dog goes down, he goes to low HP, hit his aim lock key, snaps onto 2 targets and saves the day. Almost like nothing can catch him off guard. Remember, this is Shroud with facial hair. This is old PUBG. People didn't know how to play this game. People were not used to this recoil. It's not, like, if people were this bad in the game, even nowadays PUBG Lite players are better than the old PUBG players. They were potatoes, complete fucking potatoes. If they hit 3 shots, then they consider themselves gods or something. So, it was nothing much to down a duo for a player of Shroud's caliber. Okay? But let's see how incredible this is. Not really, no. What's more suspicious to me was, like, why didn't Shroud actually hear them? That's interesting.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Same reoccurring pattern. His friend goes down, he panics, activates his humanized aimbot, and locks onto 2 people all within a matter of half second. I kinda like how he uses the word humanized aimbot. Yeah, he actually uses this a lot, and for me, it's actually much more like appraising Shroud. Like, actual legit, you know, he's an aimbot, he just has aimbot in his hand. That's what this feels like to me. This has to be either a huge joke or incredibly stupid guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's watch.
You 100% did, but. I know what
We're good. We're good.
And somehow, I don't know, PUBG doesn't have any weird kind of sensitivity. Like, let me explain for a second. In Escape from Tarkov, that game focuses onto fully realistic mechanics. And if I wear armor and helmet, which are like high tier, so they're played and uncomfortable, my character gets a very big penalty to movement speed and to turning speed. Most importantly, turning speed penalty. So this effectively means that if I have, like, let's say 1000 DPI sensitivity on a mouse, and I get the top armor that exists, I get over 50% penalty on turning speed. Over 50%, way over. So this means that my DPI will be effectively lower than 500. But in PUBG and CSGO, there's no such thing. He just found his nice sensitivity and transitioned his aim from CSGO to PUBG. And if you expect a pro CSGO player to have, like, low reactions, then I just guess you should raise your standards. That's simply how it is, because his flicks are just on point, And from my experience, it's way easier to flick on a target in PUBG than in CS:GO. In CS:GO, you have to hit that headshot in order to insta kill him, or be precise with your spray, which also is obvious he's a pro, like right. So it flicks onto whatever part of his body and keeps spraying, or flicks onto his head and it hits the fucking headshot. Boom, one tap. But in PUBG, it's way easier. It's kind of harder to trace the target because of like all the movement of the head and wobbly and whatever. But it's way easier to flick onto a player in PUBG. You usually engage on low distance, on close combat distance, so it's easier. And if you're using some sort of DMR or sniper, you get optics, you get magnified vision, you actually see the heads very well. In very rare cases, you actually have to aim above the target, so there's no flicking, there's actually precision aiming. Shroud has proved himself capable of doing both those things. So, this video is joke. This video is a fucking joke, and I'm feeling sincerely sorry for the guy who wasted so much time editing this. Anyway, oh look, his friend goes down and he gets down to low HP now. All of a sudden he's able to not miss any of his shots, especially in scenarios like this. What a coincidence. He actually missed a lot of shots. Let me see if he puts that onto slow motion.
Twitch.
No, he didn't. So we will do that. And he didn't miss any of his shots, this guy says. Let me see. Okay, let me see. We will see how many shots he missed. If it's true, what he's saying, well, so he has 30 bullets in his magazine, okay? And I'll count the blood splatters. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2. I don't know. There was too much blood in his face. But even if he hit 6 shots, even if he hit 6 shots, he has 9 bullets in his magazine. So he fired 21 bullets and he used 11 to down those guys. He missed 10, which is almost a half. Yeah, nice job. He's able to miss none of his shots. That's some sort of aimbot right there. Congratulations, you moron. Okay, let's skip further ahead. Let's skip further ahead.
Twitch Prime.
And Prime. Together is one, and it creates one.
Okay. Misses first shot as a decoy, pulls out AK, holds aim lock key down, and sprays down 2 enemies in a succession. Yeah, why would you bother to actually, like, if it's so blatant, if it's so obviously cheating, why would you bother to try to hide it, mask it by first shot with Kar98? Kar98 is his specialty. Kar98 was something that he was famous for a long time. He was famous for his Kar98 shots, and yeah, why would he miss that? Every headshot from Kar98 is actually a flex on the audience. So yeah, whatever.
I should be the night. Whoa, nice, dude.
Some pro CS:GO action right there. But you can see in slow motion, you can see this. Let me stress this out. Choco hits the target. You can see that before Shroud starts to hitting the target, before he gets the recoil correction perfect, Choco hit the guy like 3 times. In slow motion, it's clearly visible. 3 or 4 times, whatever. And Shroud just finishes the kill. He just finished it. And then switches to another guy. The flick is imperfect though. He's missing a few centimeters. So when he sees that, his natural insane speed, reaction speed, he just sees that and corrects that aim. pushes it slightly left. Watch that, watch that. Saw that, he flicked him incorrectly, and now he corrects the aim and gets it. Locks onto the first target as soon as he knocks him. His aimbot looks for the next target to lock onto, locks onto the person running next to him. If this is if this is any sort of aimbot, it's such a shit. Okay, 19 bullets out of 40, and we know that from M4, you need 2 headshots. You need to hit 2 or 3 headshots. I'm not sure. I think into level 2 helmet, it's 2 headshots. So if the aimbot is perfect, and even if it would switch, you know, 1 headshot, 2 chest shots, that's downed guy. You know, 3 bullets, all it takes. Why would he bother to use such a shitty software that requires to shoot 20 bullets to kill 2 people? That's 14 bullets wasted effectively. If you want to use a good software that never headshots people as a masking of its own integrity, you know, this is. And also, if he by any chance meets an actually good player, another pro or something, he would actually risk to die. So by using this software, of course. I mean, that's just.
What?
How are you alive?
And he didn't die. He didn't die.
Yeah, this guy.
Double and complete surprise attack in the doorway, and they don't. Yeah, what the fuck? You don't take damage. This is what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, this guy is just so bad. And he's alive because he hit an arm. Locks onto first player, the second he knocks him, his aim and naturally flicks in nanosecond the next person in a perfect linear fashion. You know what? I'm actually gonna skip to the very end of the video because usually, I mean, at this case, you should not do that. Obviously, naturally, you should not do that because in this case, you want to put your best at the very beginning to actually engage the viewer, and that's what he did. The most blatant clips of owl I could find, here it is for you, and I got more in case you're interested. That's what he did. But I want to see how it ends. You know, I want to see how this video ends, and out of self-respect, I'm not gonna watch anymore because this makes me sick. This is absolutely legit plays, and there's still a lot, and I mean a lot. I cannot stress this enough. There's a lot of room for improvement, and this guy calls this a cheating. It makes me sick. Okay, so let me see how this ends. Let me see how this ends.
Fucking feeling it. You guys fucking suck.
He probably.
8.
Yeah, he probably stopped typing his bullshit. I hope.
Someone else is shooting at us. Oh!
Oh, what a shot. That's sick.
That's what I was saying just
My
a while
cheats still
ago.
work, baby.
Hell yeah. Sick.
My cheats still work, baby.
Hell yeah. Yep.
If you knew you were going to be this successful, would you have gone fun time earlier? Also, I love the schedule you have now, instead of only streaming when you're at home, not
Is he trying to
cheating.
kill you? He is.
Oh my god, motorcycle. He just got run over by the other
Oh, it's
guy.
not about the donation,
Fucking
of
Amanda
course.
idiot was shooting me. Oh. I don't even think it's Amanda, dude. I think it's someone else.
It is.
If you knew you were going to be this successful,
You
you
know,
would
if you want
have
to
gone
come try to get me.
This is actually so impressive.
Oh, I hit him.
You hit him. I hit him.
Oh! They're both fucking feeling it. You guys fucking suck.
You guys are shitty.
You guys are terrible. Trash.
How do you even get hit once?
They're literal trash. I kind of want you to kill
I
them.
kind of want to turn my
But that's what I'm saying. It's early PUBG. Everybody was trash. You must be hacker, exactly. And that's a speed hacker, right?
I had him.
Yeah.
I need more
Well, they don't
5.6
call
and I'll take all these
they don't-
fucking weenies out.
Sick
Yeah, I
aimbot,
need more
sick
fast.
aimbot, sick aimbot, Shroud. You
They
can't
crawl
hit me,
like
I'm going Mach
Yeah,
5.
down.
same.
Sick
fast.
aimbot, bro. Sick aimbot, sick aimbot, sick aimbot, sick
Pussy.
Oh, I see one. Oh,
Yeah,
he's gone.
ran out in the trees over there. Yeah.
Nice aim lock.
There's a bug.
Being unable to hit a speed hacker, what a simple thing to do.
Oh, I hit him.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Down.
You actually? Okay. Wait, kill him fast.
Oh, you
kill
ran him
fast.
over. Where is he?
But
Speed hacker.
Shroud's a hacker, everybody. Look at this hacker.
Hit him.
Look at
Fucking
him.
bitch!
Look at this hacker.
Nice.
yeah, look at this hacker being accused hacking by a hacker. And that's because when speed hacking, you obviously can't react as well as what you're seeing at. I was speed hacking at World of Warcraft, so I know what I'm talking about. You know, I kept bumping into things because you just simply don't have enough reaction time for this to control this speed flawlessly. So he was just returning to T Shroud more, and he hit his bike and got killed.
Fucking pussy.
So
What?
that's what happened, really. If you want an explanation.
Okay, you're getting. Oh my god, it's Shroud. Oh, Shroud just killed me.
That was the luckiest shot of my career, I think.
Holy shit.
I killed you midair in the head. I'm sorry.
Hello?
That's fine. It's the only person I'll allow.
GG, man, I'm sorry. That was luck.
Shroudy.
Yeah. That was obviously teasing. Can you see that? First shot, second shot, third shot through the wall. Somehow, like, I think it's this is actually hard to comprehend even for me because no hack allows you to shoot through walls. Let me make that clear. No hack will allow you to shoot through walls. Although there are actual aimbots, I encountered people who use aimbots, but no hack will allow you to shoot through walls. That's a legit fact. But what must have happened is that he starts spraying midair, and there are two possible options. Okay, let me see.
Shroudy.
Wait. Oh, now. So first scenario. This guy doesn't have a helmet, doesn't have a vest, so he requires 2 hits, 1 chest, one head, and might get killed. I'm not exactly sure about the numbers, especially because this is old UMP. This is 9mm UMP. So, second shot, you see, he hit 2 shots here, and I'm actually pointing by my finger. I'm stupid. Sorry. He hit 1 shot somewhere here, second shot somewhere here, and the third shot must be going somewhere through here by milli-fucking-meter by the wall into his head. And as Shroud said, it's probably one of his luckiest shots of his career because he was mid-air, so there's no fucking way, even if it was an aimbot, he can control how game randomly spreads the bullets while he's midair. There's no way to control that. At least not midair, from what I know. You know, I've seen people hip fire and hit everything, but this is just luck. Anyway, at least there's no more annoying text.
Nice nade.
Okay, I
Man,
spoke
I'm
too
sorry,
soon.
that was
Fuck!
Shroudy.
Whatever. Observe Shroud's mouse on the last kill. He doesn't flick to the player with the mouse. He presses some key on the side of his mouse and it locks onto the guy. This is not some camera delay. He appears to literally be hitting some type of key in order to lock on.
It rolled like perfect. Yeah.
And
Shot
can you
on
actually
the field.
see the mouse?
Where was that? Combo?
Because every time we peeked out from the rock, we were
Were you-
instantly
were you
pushed
okay?
every time.
Just shut.
I can't see the mouse, so
There, you
I
guys
don't know.
cheating?
They're asking for cheating. I can't talk to him, Chad.
No.
Why? Oh, you're not
He
allowed.
was-
Okay.
No, I actually
We,
can't.
me and you were peeking on
Oh.
different sides of the rock, and
They
we
think
would
we're
get
cheating.
hit
Talk to him.
instant.
Talk to him right now. Real quick.
I remember reading about it last night.
Just talk to him.
Instant.
Talk to him. Right
What? Observe Shroud's mouse on the last kill. What? You can't see his mouse.
Man, I'm sorry.
This.
What does this guy mean? He didn't even kill anyone in this clip. The fuck?
I mean, like you
Or did
said,
he mean
we're
this?
kinda skimming through
You can't
the
see his mouse either.
zero followers,
What is he
zero this,
babbling
zero this,
about?
zero this.
Out of arguments, I
Made
guess.
today. Zero this, made today. Zero this, made today.
It's just like it's too. It just doesn't add up.
Yeah, no. But I'm down. I mean, what?
I mean, no, you're not.
And also, in early stages of PUBG, like let's say the first year or so, there used to be something I recall very clearly, and that was PGI event, PUBG Global Invitational. In short, PGI. In PGI, there were many pros invited, such as Team Liquid, and there were also streamers invited, which was something unique. And up to this day, it is and remains something unique because pros usually play against other pros, and streamers play against streamers at Twitch rivals. And I've actually never again seen them mixed up. And what I've seen was Shroud was playing with Dr. Disrespect and two Ghost McCoy and Ghost Balok. Team Ghost Gaming, and they were actually pretty decent. But I mean, they are pretty decent. Back then, Shroud was like 2 times better than them, and it might have had another reason, you know, might have had another reason, and that another reason obviously is that Ghost Gaming members are used to play somehow differently, and all of a sudden there appears this Shroud streamer, and he's commanding them what to do, what to drop, how should we play it. And they're not used to it, this kind of play style. It kind of throws them off, or they had garbage loot, whatever reason it might be, they just got, like, they didn't perform really well. And if you look at it this way, that Soul streamer just outperforms you by like so much. He actually outperformed other pros in the very same game. And by coincidence, Shroud knocked one pro in his very famous clip, his famous Nate clip from PGI. If you want to, I'll look it up. It's actually insane. He knocked a pro that I encountered, and I don't think I streamed back then, but he killed me in really insane manner. His name is Bart, and I can tell he's a really good player. Back then, Shroud just knocked him up like it's nothing. So yeah, what's the last clip? That's just some silly talking. Give me some proof. Give me some actual proof.
The problem of cursing, okay? That's not the issue. The issue isn't cursing. It's the problem of having it as a habit, right? And you have it as a habit, and you just say it just like that.
All of a sudden, there's Shroud's Twitch on the left. This sounds like a huge promo to me. This guy is, in my personal opinion, this guy is just way too smart. And he just uses this all suspicion thing as a decoy to promote Shroud. He's one of his biggest fans. He went through all these clips. He loves them. And he just compiles this and adds some silly text, obviously blatantly, stupidly, and he's just promoting Shroud at this point. Let me make that clear. This is not how you prove somebody. Just one clip is enough. If you have the proof, you know.
This is my boy right here.
The foolproof proof.
I know. That's
because why would you prove Shroud is cheating in the game while showing watch on the stream?
Oyster flex? Little oyster flex, maybe?
This is just bullshit.
I love it. I love it.
At this point, it's actually ridiculous.
I bought it for 26. Yeah, 26.
Anyway, there's CSGO. CSGO, let's go. Observe Shroud's mouse on the last kill. Oh, so it it was the text back then was
Upper
a
B
mistake.
I think.
Just kitchen. Nice.
Wait,
Nice.
let me see. No, there's an obvious delay between his movements in CS:GO and his movement of the mouse. There's an obvious delay. Back then, he wasn't such a big of a streamer. He was much more of a pro. So he just grabbed some camera, just like I did. I just grabbed some camera, and there's sort of delay. I can see it. I can see it on my screen. The delay is much lower, but this is actually, I don't want to say decent camera. It's not that decent of a camera, but you know, it's not the best camera. And back then, it's like 2 or 3 years old clip, maybe even more. Who knows what kind of cameras they had back then? Dude, I'm really sorry. I just don't feel like reacting to the whole video. I'm sure you will understand. I hope you will understand because it's just a little bit way too much, you know? A little bit way too much. Also, you could, if you feel like you could cut out this Discord clip because you don't want to get bothered, and I don't want to get bothered by whoever views this, right? Or your footage or whatever. So that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna remove webcam because this is simply seen for my desktop if by any means I need to show it. So that's it. I kind of hope it's enough for you because it really feels so obnoxious. Seriously, all those clips were 100% legit with like lot of room for improvement, and I feel honestly even insulted actually, because if this is considered cheating, blatant cheating, this is obvious humanized aimbot, then pretty much every average player is using that, because Shroud was showing nothing more than very precision aiming and some nice situational awareness. That's all that was shown in those clips. That's all there was. And I know people who are reacting faster than Shroud. I know people who have better aim than Shroud, and I know people who overall are better in PUBG than Shroud. Maybe even in other games, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't judge. You know, it's not none of my business. But I honestly feel a bit offended because those so-called humanized aimbots, okay, humanized aimbots, these these sprays were trash. I can spray better. At this point, I can spray much better. I know Shroud got very like a lot better with his sprays. I know that, but I don't know. I just feel like this is not something that's like that good to be considered cheating. And if I can do better, then what will I be considered? It's definitely not a god. It's gonna be something like goddamn hacker or whatever. And I really don't feel like that's the right thing to do, because if there are people whose skill I cannot even comprehend. Okay, I cannot comprehend. I'll give you a specific example. And by the way, I'll give you a specific example. I also told you I will show you PGI grenade, PGI Shroud PGI nade. It's a very famous clip, actually, very famous clip.
Yeah.
Look at this. Wait, let me just switch to better quality because this is somehow. Oh right, it's from his stream, so it's double rendered. I'm sorry, the quality is nothing much. But in short, look at that. It's another humanized aimbot situation. Anyway, what's happening here? They were running from this building, from this. Wait, you cannot see that. I'm sorry. Display picture. So they were running from this building, okay, and Ghost Bollock, he's his only teammate who's been left alive after all these Snovka fights. Ghost Bollock gets knocked in the open. Beats me why he went running into the open. Beats me. I have no idea, man. It's stupid. But whatever. So-called pro got knocked by another pro who actually had decent position for a change. And Shroud retreated back over this corner. When he got into the safety, he sprayed back and headshot him. Look at that. He checked position. Headshot him. Very good spray. And he goes for a nade. Goes for a nade. Crowd is crazy. Crowd is fucking crazy cheering, but nothing happens. And let's see point of view of actual observer. Look at that. There's his teammate reviving, and watch the nade. Watch the nade. It's just amazing.
What?
This grenade is just awesome because this guy, I don't know who this is, but he stopped reviving Ward, and he had so low HP. One more tick would kill him. One more tick would get the kill for Shroud here, and this guy, he immediately starts reviving again, and is like, yeah, do it. And even Chaco is so startled. Look at that. He's like, got him. What? Look at that reaction.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay, then.
god. Rob. I mean, Rob. If they kill him now, it's just like, wow.
Robbed. He literally said robbed. He was robbed of the kills. And for me, it really was. I am a big conspiracy theorist, okay? I am a big fan of those things that might be happening but cannot be proved. But like Shroud's aimbot is not a conspiracy I'm gonna stick into. I'm much rather gonna stick into BGI ruining his performance. They just gave him into messed up team. They could give him pretty much anybody. They could mix him with a better team. They could mix him with, I don't know, whoever. But Dr. Disrespect is like second class streamer. And although he performed kind of decently here, that's for sure. He performed kind of decently here at BGI. He still is like second class streamer when it comes to skill. And Shroud carried the team, even though he had two pros in his team. Obviously, he even killed Wacky Jackie at one point, which is like considered teacher of PUBG. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I want to show you one quick video of Quattro Ace, which is at the moment my idol of Escape from Tarkov. I'm gonna show you Quattro Ace because I'm gonna demonstrate of what I was talking about. Okay? This is the first video I ever saw from Quattro Ace. First ever video here. And what's happening here, Quattro Ace is a streamer of Escape from Tarkov who always plays alone, and he always plays aggressive. He was Global Elite, which is top rank in CSGO, and he's Russian, which is the only unfortunate thing because most of his stream is in Russian, and he can't speak English very well. That's too bad. But overall, I want to tell you that I'm not, up to this moment, I am not able to comprehend what's happening on the fucking stream here. I'm not able to comprehend this, and again, this is the best of the best from Quattro Ace, but I'm not able to comprehend what's happening here. And the same goes for that guy who made video on Shroud. He was either a big fan who masked this into a huge promo video, or He is simply a hater who's not able to comprehend his skill. And I'm not able to comprehend this, watch. Lovely intro, by the way. He always runs laps. Or rushes bosses or whatever. Look at that. He didn't quite demonstrate his reactions so far. Ah! Even so, his reaction time is amazing. Even so. Here's footsteps on the left. Pre-fires it. Easy peasy. Third guy somewhere here. Yeah. And fourth guy also. He sees another silhouette here. And he just carefully attacks him. He was prone there. Kills fourth Manti like nothing. Here's multiple footsteps, just keeps pushing in. Fuck it. Look at that. Second, reloads. Third, fourth. Just like that. And when I first saw this video, I was not even able to see what is happening. Now I am seeing what's happening, but I'm still not able to comprehend that shit. He is so fast. He is so skillful, and his mechanical skill in, for example, bunny hopping is just amazing. He never messes up, not even once. He doesn't do one movement that's unnecessary. Reloads his AS Val because the gun has very low amount of magazines, and just pushes him right up front. It's such aggressive gameplay that these guys probably don't even expect that shit happening. Again, reloads his AS Val. Sees a guy right there. And look at this. This is my favorite clip. What? He had no idea he's there, but he was able to manage. Look at that again. He saw him for a second. What? Fortunately for him, the guy had SMG, so he was not able to penetrate his armor very well. But I didn't know when I first saw him. I just held my mouth open and I was like, what the fuck is this? He's the best, man. That's what I thought. In my initial thought, not a cheater. He's the best. What the fuck? That was my face when I was watching him for the first time. Not a cheater. It's very easy to say he's cheating. But those people are usually those who try their very best at the game, they fail and give up. They don't try to improve, they just say he's cheating. Fuck that, there's no way anybody's this good. I tried it, there's no way. And despite that, I spit on that attitude. I spit on that. If anybody tells me Quattrace is a cheater, I'm gonna ban him from my Twitch and YouTube and my life, and I'm gonna seek his mom and fuck her. What? Extract campers right there. Those guys are just camping the extract. He just fucked him up, look at that. Oh my god, has to reload. Goes back, pushes the guy. Oh, and then he was already dead. But he had to make sure, right? Look at the top left, he's like, his character is all dead, and he still kind of manages to survive it.
slack.
Kill a helmet. Okay. I didn't notice that before. That guy had kill a helmet. That's probably.
Shut up! Shut the fuck
Dude, this is actually funny. Look at that. Look at that again. I'm not sure if you can hear that. How well you can hear the video. But he finds two guys camping on the stairs waiting for something. They have such bad situational awareness that they don't know that he's sneaking up on them. And after he kills them, he goes like, he pushes F1, and shortly after shooting, your character just keeps swearing. And how weird it is that he just kills them and goes, "Shut up! Shut the fuck up!" Hear that? Hear that?
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Even he's amused. 2 BMC's dead.
Ще так довго падають.
Also good music. His editor has a good taste. I don't know this band or anything, but 3 PMC's dead. Oh my god. He spawned right into the fight. What the fuck? Oh. Was that a lag? What the fuck?
GG, Stream Snipers.
Ah. Stream sniper. That was interesting. Those guys had no clue. Nice flick to the head. Kind of late reaction there, but that's okay. He managed. Oh, that was a good flick. Seen that? Oh my goodness. Hip firing also. Hip firing. He just knows where his shots are going. Knows the game that well. How good is this guy? Right?
Fuck.
I didn't think for even a second. For 1 second, I didn't think to accuse him of cheating. Simply because I'm not able to comprehend of anything he would be doing. Okay? That's just not how it works. You just admire him and let him show you the ceiling of what's possible in this game. You always look up the best of the best guys there are in the game, and you let him show you what's possible in the game, and then you try to copy that. And if you, it doesn't even matter if you fail to copy that. It doesn't even matter, you know. If you fail to copy that, it's okay. That's why he's the best of the best. But you can learn from what you see on his stream to actually improve. I don't know, for example, he can show you some cheeky angle, or you don't need that mechanical skill and reaction time to be able to copy his angle, okay? That's what it's about. For example, a week ago I got pinned in a building in a room that's very hard to push, and I managed to defend it very valiantly. That's what I did. But the guy who killed me showed me that he can actually hit me through a certain piece of wood that's on the wall of the room, so I had to watch out for that. Yeah, that's what it is. And also, now thinking about that, I need to Google up how to fake heal in Tarkov. How to fake heal in Tarkov. Because I know some people do that. I felt this need to be addressed as it so far has not been there. Look at he later said in stream that healing would be put on at the end of animation instead of the start. It is possible for you to find it on stream. No, he did not. Healing outside raid, no. Medications guide, no. No. How to fake heal? Because that would save my life back then. Those guys just pushed me when I had to stop blood loss. If I was able to speed up that fight, yeah, I would survive that. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Health, stress resistance, fake mustache. How to fake heal, dude. I saw it in some videos. I really did. I'm just not sure how to do it. Anyway, I'm not gonna be bothering you with that. I hope you enjoyed my little reaction here, because to be fully honest, I didn't really much. That video, I mean, at least it was a PUBG video. Something I'm good at, something I understand, something I can get you my opinion on, my valid opinion, most importantly. Because if if you, for example, showed me how to repair engine of a train, I would not be able to give you my opinion. Okay, I may tell that's amazing and stuff, but I'm not gonna be telling you where he did a mistake or whatever. So at least I had a chance to give you my valid opinion, and at least yeah, at least there was that. But I didn't really enjoy it because it's I already said all my reasons pretty much. So that sums it up. And if you're interested in any more reactions, sure, I'll do it. Sure, I'll do it if you feel like it's content or you just want my opinion. Whenever you feel like, I don't care. But at this very moment, I'm probably gonna go to sleep because I'm after night work, and I sort of have to resist the temptation to go and play Osu, because if I start the game, I'm gonna get stuck here for another at least hour. But I would really like to show you my improvement, by the way. I would really like to show you how far I've come in Osu. I didn't improve that much, but I changed my playstyle, I'm working on it, and there's all of a sudden I see a lot of room for improvement. So I would really like if we could arrange sometimes I would just sit down for 2 or 3 hours and play Osu. I would take any request you would throw at me. Unfortunately, though, I cannot do multiplayers because obviously I'm banned. I'm not sure if you know that, but I'm banned at Osu for using cheats. And yeah, if you're more interested in that, I'm more than open to share my experience with you, which I feel is fully unfair, by the way, simply by the way. And yeah, I'm gonna be turning it off right now, just so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna be turning it off here, end the stream. There's a huge delay, what the fuck? Anyway, I'll just end the stream right now, because I need to sleep. And I'll be playing more Tarkov later tonight with a whole party, by the way. And if you're interested in watching, I could try to slip you a little pieces of English here and there, anytime you feel like. Of course, I'll be giving it my best whenever I'm not talking to the people. So yeah, if you feel like, if you're interested in me playing Tarkov, or even editing it, even better, of course, then of course. I hope you like this little reaction, as I already said, and peace out, man. Also, regarding situation, I don't know if you're scared or something. I'm not. I'm not scared at all. I just walk out without any face cover or whatever. I just don't give a shit. But if you're kind of afraid or something, just stay safe, stay home, and whatever. If anything, don't spread it, right? even if you're like fearless person like me and catch the virus, at least don't be stupid enough to go to the store while having it. Just have somebody bring the food to your door, and you'll just fetch it when they leave, so you don't get into contact with people, I guess. Anyway, that's just me randomly ranting. Stay safe, be good, and I hope you like it.